Let's bring in right now NBC News chief foreign correspondent Richard Engel. Okay, Richard, we are about 12 hours or so into this attack. What are you hearing about what's going on right now as it is unfolding?
So I'm in Istanbul, Turkey right now, and the leader of the Hamas political wing was here, and he has spoken a short while ago and declared this a great success, a great victory, and said that this will continue and this will escalate. And Prime Minister Netanyahu also said that this will likely escalate, and he warned Hamas militants to abandon their positions because all positions are going to be destroyed. So we look like, it seems like we are heading to a military escalation, potentially a full-scale ground war like Raf was just talking about. I've also been speaking with U.S. officials, and U.S. officials are worried that this could escalate beyond just a conflict between the Israelis and the Palestinians and could in fact become a regional war. Specifically, they're worried about Hezbollah, which is a militant group in Lebanon that is very sympathetic toward the Palestinians, is also backed by Iran, and they are worried about Iran also taking advantage, using this as a moment to capitalize on. And there is a precedent for something similar like this on a smaller scale, and it led to a regional war. I'm talking about in 2006, there was a smaller incursion. The Palestinians captured some Israelis. There was several days of airstrikes in Gaza, and then Hezbollah, to the north in South Lebanon, decided that this was the opportunity to strike Israel while it was weak, and we had a major regional war. So that is a concern. The U.S. military, with officials that I've been speaking to, it is something that we've heard the White House speak about. President Biden seemed to be referring to this specifically when he said that nations or actors that are hostile toward Israel should not try and capitalize on this moment. So we're at a stage where the two sides, Hamas and Israel, are still talking very much about escalation, and the U.S. concerned that it could escalate beyond just the Israelis and Palestinians. Also, going back to the place where Raf is right now, southern Israel. I've been speaking to Israelis in these communities, and many of them are sheltering in their homes. Some of them are expressing not just fear, they're expressing disappointment. Where are our soldiers? There are community watch activities being organized where people are trying to defend their own apartment buildings as they wait for more soldiers to come into the region. So there's a real sense of uncertainty in southern Israel. People are afraid what could happen next. They become accustomed to living with rocket fire. They become accustomed to living next to a dangerous area, but they had always thought that the border was quite hermetically sealed, and not to see hundreds of militants blasting holes in the fence and then dragging hostages back into Gaza, which is, for the Israeli military, I don't want to call it a black hole, but a very a place where they know if they're going to be entering into Gaza, they will be fighting from street to street.